Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at the ALEKS topic, factoring with repeated use of the difference of squares formula. So this type of problem is kind of tricky because a lot of times after you do it, people think they're done, but they're not. So this is a kind of a hidden type of problem where you have an extra step to do. So factoring, and whenever we're looking for a greatest common factor, and we do have one, we have 3 and x to the fourth in both of the terms, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out first. Always a recommended step when you're factoring. It'll make your life a little bit easier. This is a monomial, so that's not going to break down into anything. But this is a difference of squares. 1 is a perfect square, and u to the fourth is a perfect square. So I'm going to bring down my greatest common factor, because it's just going to tag along. Then I'm looking for the perfect square of 1, which is 1. Or sorry, the square root of 1. And the square root of u to the fourth is u squared. Remember, anytime you have a variable, you're just cutting that exponent in half. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. One of these is going to be addition, and one will be subtraction. This is a lot of the times where you would stop. But this subtraction one here is still a difference of squares. 1 is still a perfect square, and u squared is a perfect square. I can't do anything with this one because it's addition. It's a sum of squares, so it's stuck that way in terms of factoring. So I'm going to do another difference of squares here. So these two aren't going to do anything, so they're just going to follow down. But then I'm going to break down the 1 minus u squared again. So this one broke here and here. This one's breaking here and here. So, same process. The square root of 1 is 1. The square root of u squared is u to the first, because it's 2 divided by 1 this time. 1's addition, 1 subtraction. Now we're done because these we already talked about are stuck. These are now linear because their exponent on the variable is 1, which means they're not going to factor down anymore. So this is now completely factored.